You are now tuned in to the Brown Spade. Now, today I'm going to talk about the negative image that has been portrayed when it comes to men of color, or should I say, Black Americans. We've always had the negative image, and one area in particular we always hear, even to this present day, for a lot of single woman or single mothers, they are quick to say something about, the guy's not there. Now, I know every case is a case by case basis. I will say that. However, but we do have data. We do have statistics. But before I do that, I want to also say that, and granted, in the 70s, those fathers were not the best fathers. A lot of them wasn't. A lot of them came back from the war, Vietnam. A lot of them was dealing with alcoholism. A lot of them was just stressed out. They couldn't find decent jobs to provide for their family. The 70s really was some hard times for Black fathers at that time. And again, I'm not making any excuses, but I'm just speaking facts. So pressing fast forward, in my era, and I was born in 73, so let's just say in the mid-90s, I just think in the mid-90s, I think we became better fathers. Even now, you can just look at it and tell that today we're just better fathers. And that still get overlooked from time to time. That still get overlooked. We still get the negative end of the stick when it comes to make it seem as though we're not present in our kids' lives. Now, I've always been a part of my kids' lives, and I always will be as long as I have breath in my body. But the reason why I'm doing this video, because I just want to give a shout out. I want to thank all the fathers out there. I want to thank the fathers. I also want to thank the stepdads out there who gets no freaking props whatsoever. I want to thank you as well, because you know what? At the end of the day, good Black men, we don't get the credit we deserve. And I'm not just boosting us up because I'm a Black man. No, I'm not doing that. So without further ado, before I go, press that like button. And for those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Help this channel grow. So you don't have to hear this from me. Maybe you would believe it if you hear the statistics come from somebody that doesn't look like me. Here we go.
Regular people and on the media and in TV and movies that African-American dads just don't stick around. And you might have heard this, in fact, not just from conservatives, from liberals as well. Well, it turns out that is just another myth of American politics. So here's the thing. There is some information out there, statistics, that make it seem like that is true. And that is what a lot of this belief is based on. The fact that the CDC said back in 2013 that in nearly 72% of births to non-Hispanic Black women, the mothers were unmarried. And that sort of information is used to underlie basically everything that hypothetically the government could do to benefit this population. The answer is the dads just aren't around. The families are split up. They're not actually doing anything. Although, when you actually look into the day-to-day interactions of African-American dads with their kids, they are not just meeting other groups, they are in fact exceeding them. Now let's bring up this chart and you're going to see examples of this. So on the left you have fathers living with their children, on the right fathers not living with their children. Now how involved is each group in these different categories? So in terms of they fed or ate meals with their children daily, by 5 points, Black dads are actually more likely to do that than white dads, and more likely than Hispanic dads. In terms of bathing their kids, again, significantly more likely. That is, they're just barely beaten out in playing with children to white dads, but 0.5, probably margin of error, more likely to read to their children daily. Those are the ones actually living with their children. But the criticism often is, the issue is that they're just not living with their children. But you see on the right, even the Black dads not living with their children are again more likely to actually do these activities, in some cases fairly more likely than the white and Hispanic dads are. So it seems like if we're going to continually say that the problems in this community is that they're just not around, we should probably have to square that with this data from regular people and on the media.